Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we'll be playing Game 5 of the Red Sox 1978 season using Strat-o-Matic baseball. And we'll be playing Game 2 of the matchup between the Red Sox and the Indians from Cleveland. Red Sox started the season off at 2-2 and they won the first game of this series. Alan Ripley defeated Jim Kern in the first game, 5-3. So this will be the second game in the series. Yesterday's game in real life got rained out, so this is on a Wednesday, and the Tuesday game got rained out, which I think was either later made up at the end of the season, I believe, or sometime when they met again in the form of a doubleheader or a day off or something like that. But anyway, this is the second game in the series, and we'll be featuring Mike Torres against Wayne Garland. So let's get started.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Play ball. Alrighty. So today it's another bad day here in Cleveland. I can see where the game got rained out yesterday, so this might be going by the actual weather conditions. I believe the first game had bad weather too, but they were able to play it through. But yesterday, obviously, they weren't, and they had to call off the game. So today, the Red Sox lineup will be as follows. With the Cleveland against Cleveland's Wayne Garland here. Batting first, it's a pretty standard lineup. Batting first and playing second base, Jerry Remy. Batting second, the shortstop, Rick Burleson. Batting third and DHing, Jim Rice. Batting fourth, playing left field, the captain, Kyle Yastrzemski. Batting fifth and catching, Colin Fisk. Batting sixth, playing center field, Fred Lynn. Batting seventh and playing first base, George Scott. Batting eighth, Dwight Evans, the right fielder. And batting ninth and playing third base, Butch Hobson. And they'll be squaring off against Wayne Garland, who's making his first start on the year. Oh, I'm sorry, his second start on the year. His first start, he lost. So he has a record of 0-1 with an ERA of 2.70. 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. No home runs allowed. He'll be facing Jerry Remy first. Jerry Remy's off to a fast start. He's hitting .389 with no homers and no RBIs. So let's get ourselves started here. First roll is going to be off the 2 column of the batter card. And quick single from Remy, so the Red Sox have the leadoff runner on. So Remy here is somewhat of a threat to steal, but Red Sox really didn't steal a lot. So I think we're going to just go with our normal game here until for now. So Rick Burleson's up now. He's off to a fast start himself. He's got a .367 average with no homers and 3 RBIs. Off the 1 column, and he draws a walk. So Garland lets up a walk, and the Red Sox have their first 2 runners on here. for Jim Rice, who would have an MVP season in 1978. He would hit .315 with 46 homers and lead the league in RBIs, I believe, too. Anyway, I know he led the league in total bases with like over 400, I believe. The highest, like, might have been since Babe Ruth. I can't remember, but I knew it was the highest in a while. It was a really great season. But anyway, this season he's off to somewhat of a slow start. He's hitting .200, just a homer and 2 RBIs, looking to go on a tear. Ooh, looks like he's got a good column for him. Good chance here. Possible home run? Nope, just a 1. And he gets a 3, so just misses a home run. Instead, he hits a fly ball. And hit a deep fly ball to Johnny Grubb, and Grubb makes a great catch after leaping for it. So, first and second now with 1 down for Kyle Yastrzemski. He's hitting .267 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. Off the pitcher's card, 4 column. Ground ball, line out to second. Kuiper makes the catch. 2 down. So it'll be up to Carlton Fisk. He's off to a rough start. He's only hitting a .118 with no homers and no RBIs. Be a good chance to get his first RBI of the season. 1 column. And he grounds out to short. Blanks throws it over to Thornton. And that retires the side. So the Red Sox get the first 2 runners on, but cannot score. So we head to the top of the bottom of the first. No score. So Mike Torres will be pitching now. He had a record of 6, making his second start of the year. He has no record with an ERA of 3. In 6 innings pitched, he's allowed 5 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, and did allow a home run. On the regular season, he was 16-13 with a 3.96 ERA. And he did allow more hits than innings pitched with 272 hits and 250 innings pitched. 99 walks, so he can get wild at times. 120 strikeouts and 19 home runs. So he'll be facing Cleveland lineup of Paul Dade batting first and playing right field. Dwayne Kuiper playing second base, batting second. Batting third and playing left field, Johnny Grubb. Cleanup, Andre Thornton, the first baseman. Batting fifth, the DH, Willie Horton. Batting sixth, Larvell Blanks, playing shortstop. Batting seventh and playing third base, Buddy Bell. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Rick Manning. And batting ninth and catching, Ron Pruitt. All right, Paul Dade's up now. He still looking for his first hit. Does have an RBI. Good chance for it here. And he greets Torres with a long drive way back there. Yastrzemski's had great leaping ability. He leaps for it, and he's got it. See, Yastrzemski robs Dade of a leadoff home run. Great catch by Yastrzemski. Wow. So, Rick Manning robbed Dwight Evans in the last game of a home run, and Yastrzemski returns the favor here in this game. So Dwayne Kuiper's up now. He's off to a slow start, hitting a .071 with no homers and no RBIs. Off his third column, this isn't going to help him. And he lines out to Burleson for the second out. So 2 up and 2 down for the Indians. Johnny Grubb up now. Hitting a .182 with no homers and no RBIs. And he draws a walk. So Cleveland has their first base runner with 2 down here in the first. Andre Thornton up now. He homered in the last game for his first home run and first RBIs of the season. A 2-run homer it was. So he's off to a slow start other than that. So 167 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Red Sox looking to stop him here. Throw over to first. Almost had him, but not quite. Grubb just makes it back safely. Off Torres' 5 column. And he flies out to Yastrzemski. He sprints over and makes the play. So nothing doing for Cleveland in the first. So we head to the top of the second, no score. Sox will have Lynn, Scott, and Evans up. So Lynn's hitting .231 with a couple of homers already this season in 4 games and 3 RBIs. 1 column. And he lines out to Kuiper at second for the first out of the inning. So let's look at some of the scores here. New York slipping by Milwaukee 2-0. Minnesota and California are scoreless. Chicago edging Toronto 1-0. Kansas City on top of Baltimore 2-0. Leonard battling Flanagan in that game. Seattle leads Oakland 1-0. Detroit is edging Texas 1-0. Mark the Bird Fidrich is battering John Matlack. And in this contest, we're scoreless after 1. So George Scott now up with 1 down. Hitting .200 on the season with no homers and an RBI. And he strikes out. Wicked breaking ball by Garland. Garland's first strikeout of the day. Now Dwight Evans, who was robbed of a home run last game, does have 2 on the season though. He's hitting .286 with 2 homers and 2 RBIs. Off the 3 column, which is Evans' good column. And he finds a spot that isn't good. Grounds out to Bell to retire the side. So 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the second. Head to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. So the Indians will send up Horton, Blanks, and Bell against Torres. So Horton's hitting .300 with 2 homers and 2 RBIs. And he strikes out. Torres' first strikeout of the day. Larvo Blanks up. He's off to a fast start. Hitting .364. No homers and no RBIs. And he flies out to Lynn. He's under it and he makes the catch. 2 down and nobody on base for Buddy Bell. Hitting .444. No homers and no RBIs. And he gets under it. Lines it to center. Oh, it doesn't get under it. But it falls in for a hit. So Buddy Bell has himself a 2-out single here. Rick Manning up now, who we said made a great catch last game, robbing Evans of a home run. He's off to a slow start at the plate though, with hitting .182 with no homers and an RBI. Torres looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. It's a bullet, and Remy snares it for the out. So that retires the side. So we head to the top of the third. Boston nothing, Cleveland nothing. So Hobson will be up first for the Sox, hitting .286 with no homers and an RBI. And yeah, 1-8 would have been a double, but it's a 13, so it's a single. So a leadoff single for the Red Sox here in the top of the third. So a good start to the inning. Let's see, Jerry Remy up now. Check his bunting capabilities here. I can't remember where to look here. Bunting, A. He's an A bunter. I think I'm gonna have him bunt. See if we can get something on the board here. He does have a hit, but we're gonna bunt. All right. Garland looks in for the sign. Nods his head. Remy squares around the bunt. 86% chance, yeah. Bunts it, fielded by Pruitt, and he throws it away. Two-base error by the catcher, Pruitt. Hobson takes third, and Remy takes second. Wow. So the Red Sox are willing to give up a base runner, and Pruitt throws it away. He had a fairly good error rating, too, E17. So that was a rare error by Pruitt. So second and third now. Two runners in scoring position with nobody out. Good chance for the Red Sox to get on the board now with Rick Burleson up. Chop it to short. Over to Thornton, and Hobson comes in to score the first run of the game. So it's a good thing that actually there was no chance of a double play there. I was going to say it was a good thing that the error happened, but even if the error hadn't happened and the sacrifice happened, there still would have been a runner on second, so there wouldn't have been a double play possibility there. But anyway, the Red Sox score the first run of the game and go up 1-0. Jim Rice up now, 0 for 1. Looking to knock in Remy here. Fly ball left X. This Grub is a 2 range. See if he catches it cleanly. And he does. Will it be deep enough? He's unable to make the throw, and Remy scores on the sacrifice fly. So 2-0 Red Sox. Credit Jim Rice for an RBI. Okay, Yastrzemski up now with the bases empty and 2 down. Ground ball to first. Sharp grounder. Thornton grabs it and takes it himself. So that's all for the Red Sox, but they score 2 runs. And after 2.5, lead the game 2-0. So Torres has got himself a lead now. Ron Pruitt up now, looking to make up for that error. Hitting .222 with no homers and no RBIs. Ground ball back to Torres. Flips over to Scott. 1 down. Scored a 1-3. Top of the lineup now, Paul Dade up. 0 for 1. Flies out to center. Lynn circles under it, makes the play. 2 down. Dwayne Kuiper up now. Fly ball to Evans. This should be a routine catch here. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Oh, my bad. All right, so we head to the top of the 4th. The score is still Boston 2, Cleveland nothing. So the Sox will have Fisk, Lynn, and Scott. Carlton Fisk is 0 for 1. He's going to get under it, pops it up to Thornton. Makes the play, and that's the game. I mean, that's the first out of the inning. Let's go back to the scoreboard here. See if there's any changes in scores here. Got a few more games going on now. Boston on top of New York now 4-2. Haas battling Holtzman. Minnesota edging California 1-0. Redfern battling Tanana. Toronto leads Chicago 2-1. Baltimore and Kansas City are tied at 2. Seattle edging Oakland 1-0. Honeycutt and Langford currently dueling. Detroit leads Texas 1-0. Fidrich battling Matlack. And here it's 2-0 Red Sox. So Freddie Lynn will be up now with 1 out. He's 0 for 1, I believe. Balls hit the blanks. Doesn't have much of a range, and commits a lot of errors here. I think he gets even higher than Hobson, so good chance of an error or a hit and an error or both. So looks like he handles it cleanly. Let's see if he can throw it first. And he does. So 2 down for the George Scott. 0 for 1. Flies out the center. Gets good one on it, but Manning backpedals quickly. Sticks up the glove and makes the out. So that's 3 down. So we head to the bottom of 4th. Red Sox 2-0. Johnny Grubb up now. Walked his first time up. Ground ball back to Torres. Over to Scott. Easy out. 1 down. Thornton up now. 0 for 1. Ground ball to Remy. It's a 2 fielder. 2 range. Makes the play. And throws over to first to retire Thornton. So 2 up and 2 down for the Indians here. Next up, Willie Horton. 0 for 1. High ball to left field. Yastrzemski backs up just a bit and pulls it in. So 3 up and 3 down for the Indians. After 4 full, 2-0 Boston. Dwight Evans up now, 0 for 1. And strikes him. Strikes him out. The umpire, first base umpire says he went around. So 1 down. Butch Hobson up now. It's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Led off the third with a hit and came around the score. On the error by Pruitt, and then the I can't remember exactly how it happened, but he did score. Looks like he's got himself another hit here. So Hobson has his second hit of the day with 1 down. We want to try a bunt with Remy again? Nah, there's 1 out, so we'll let him hit away. Ground ball second base X. Kuiper's a 2 with an error rating of 17. Looks like he handles it cleanly. Throws over to first. Is he going to try 2? Double play. Does complete the double play to retire the side. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Red Sox. Planks up now. Hits it to Remy. Scoops it up. Throws over to Scott. 1 down. Buddy Bell up now. 1 for 1. And Torres gets him. So Torres' 4th strikeout on the day. I'm sorry, 2nd strikeout on the day. So that's 2 down now for Rick Manning. 0 for 1. Skinny single. Nope. Does not get the hit. And so the Indians are retired in order as we head to the top of the 6th. Cleveland trails by 2. Red Sox will send up Burleson, Rice, and Yastrzemski against Garland. So he soft line it to blanks for the first out of the inning. Jim Rice up now. 0 for 1 with the sacrifice fly. Ground ball to short. Blanks up with it. Over to first. Out by a step. See the scores there. Bombers hit a home run for Baltimore. And if you want to check it out, Just pause the video and check it out. Alright, so Kyle Yastrzemski up now with 2 down and nobody on base. 0 for 2. Grounded to Garland. Garland picks it up, throws it to first. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. The score is still 2-0 Boston. Pruitt up now, 0 for 1. And he's 0 for 2. He grounds out to Burleson. Fires over to Scott. 1 down. Paul Dade up now. 0 for 2. He also hits it to Burleson. Gets him. 2 up and 2 down. Alright, so the Indians don't seem to have much going on today. Only have 1 hit on the day so far. And pops up to Scott. Gets under it, makes the play. So 3 up and 3 down again for the Cleveland. So 6 complete. Cleveland's still putting up a goose egg. Fisk up now. 0 for 2, looking for his first hit in the day. Steady grounds out to Bell. Alright, Freddie Lynn up now. 0 for 2 also. And draws a walk. 1 out walk. Garland isn't happy with the call. Alright, George Scott up now with a runner on first and 1 down. 0 for 2 also. So gets a hold of one here. And Dade takes it on a hop, holding Scott to a single. Lynn motors around the third. Runners at the corners now. 1 down. For Dwight Evans, 0 for 2. And they're going to bring in a new pitcher. Jeff Torborg comes and gets Garland. Brings in Dennis Kinney from the bullpen. Kinney has got no record, no ERA, 4 innings pitched. He's allowed just 1 hit. Has walked 4 though, and only struck out 1. So he's been a little wild so far this year. Runners on first and third with the 1 down for Evans. Let's see what he can do. Flies out to Grubb. And it looks like he can't get to it. It's going to fall in for a single. And Lynn's going to come around the score. Scott stops at second, I think. No, Scott goes all the way to third. Keeps on going. So the Red Sox have runners at the corners now and just played a run here in the 7th to increase their lead to 3-0. Hobson up now. It's perfect on the day. 2 for 2 with a run. See if he can keep it going. Skinny single? No, he does not. Lined right to Thornton. So the runners have to hold. Evans just does get back. So the Rem Dog up now. 1 for 2 in the day. Kind of got it all started for the Red Sox with a big bunt that was thrown away by Pruitt to put 2 runners in scoring position. Let's see what he does this time. And this is going to get a single, knocking in Scott. Evans wheels around the third. And the Red Sox now lead 4-0. Burleson up now, 0 for 2 with an RBI. See if he can keep the train going. Torborg visits the mound, but he decides he's going to stick with Kinney. Flies out to Manning. See if they're going to send Evans. Oh, that was the last out, so obviously they're not gonna. That retires the side. Alright, so here's a trivia question. In 1916, what player foiled Ty Cobb's bid for the 10th straight league batting championship? Is it George Sisler? I want to say either him or Shoeless Joe. Let's go with Shoeless Joe Jackson. Let's see. Tris Speaker from the Red Sox. I did not know that. So that's your trivia question today. Brought to you by Al Red Sox Fan. Check out his YouTube station. He does some great baseball sims using Art of the Park Baseball. He does some baseball mogul. Does some boxing videos, a few video game replays, and some great football games using Action PC Football. I believe he's got a 1960s championship series going on between the AFL and NFL championship there before the Super Bowl started. So again, check out his station, Al Red Sox Fan. All right, back to the action here. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Grubb, Thornton, and Horton will come up and see if they can get something going against Torres. He's only allowed 1 hit through 6 innings. Ground ball to Remy. Fires over to Scott. 1 down. Scott has the swiping with the tag as the throw is a little offline by Remy. Thornton up now. 0 for 2. Sinking line drive caught by Burleson for the 2nd out. Horton up now, also 0 for 2, and he walks. That one almost hit Thornton. So Blanks is up now, 0 for 2. Grounds out to short. Burleson grabs it, throws over to Scott, and that retires the side. So nothing doing for Cleveland here in the 7th. Head to the top of the 8th. Boston leads by 4. Jim Rice will lead it off, 0 for 2 with an RBI against Kinney, who's out there for another inning. And he gets a leadoff walk here. Stremski up now, 0 for 3. Looking for his first hit of the day. Instead, he flies out to Manning. Manning reaches up and makes the catch. Didn't even have to move an inch for that one. Colin Fisk up now. And he gets his first hit of the day. And we're going to hold Rice at second there. Only a 55% chance. So first and second now with 1 down for Freddie Lynn. Looking for his first hit of the day. And instead he hits into a double play, it looks like. 6-4-3 double play. So bottom of the 8th now. Cleveland's running out of time here, down by 4. Buddy Bell up now. He has Cleveland's only hit of the day. And looks like he has Cleveland's second hit of the day also. Looks like he's going to have himself a double. So leadoff double for the Indians here in the 8th. Rick Manning up now. Oh my goodness, it's going to look like back-to-back doubles here. It's going to go off all the way to center field, off the wall. So it looks like Torres is getting a little tired here. Ron Pruitt up now. I think the Red Sox are going to... Nope. Zimmer comes to the mound, talks to Torres. Looks like he's going to let him stay in for at least another batter. Bergmeyer and Drago are warming up in the pen. So Ron Pruitt now 0 for 2. Another chance to atone for his error. And a single to center field. Runners at the corners now. So Red Sox are going to go to the pen now. Looks like Drago is going to come in. So Dick Drago will be coming in to face Paul Dade. Nobody, with no outs and runners at the corners. So the Red Sox are playing back, up by 3. Looks like they're going to get a pinch hitter now. Jim Norris is coming in. And he flies out for the first out to Evans. Are they going to send him? He throws it, and they do attempt it, and they score. So 1 down, and Cleveland has cut the lead to 2. So Dwayne Kuiper is going to come in. Looks like the Red Sox are going to stick with Drago here. Wild pitch, and Pruitt moves up to second. So tying run at the plate, the runner in scoring position. Oh my goodness, everything's coming across for the Red Sox today. Falling apart. The wheels are coming off. 4-4. And the game has been tied up here. Oh my goodness. Just when the Red Sox had it in control. Ground ball back to Drago. Here's some more scores. If you'd like to check them out, just pause the video. All right, Andre Thornton up now. Going to ground to Hobson, and that retires the side, but not before Cleveland scores 4 to tie up the game. Wow, what a turn of events here. So the Red Sox will have George Scott lead it off against Kinney. Now the new ball game here. And he catches it for the first out. Dwight Evans up now, 1 for 3. Flies out. 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox in the 9th. Pruitt goes out the top to Kinney. Hobson up now, 2 for 3. And wow, 1-16 would have been a single, but he lines out instead. So nothing doing for the Red Sox here in the top of the 9th. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 9th. They're going to leave Drago in. And then I can't leave Drago in. I think we're going to bring in Bob Stanley here, the closer. See if we can. So he'll face Horton to lead it off. Strikes him out. 1 down. Ground ball to the pitch, first base. George Scott looks like he's going to make the play here. And he does. So 2 down now. Next up. Not too many fans here today. Buddy Bell up now, 2 for 3. He's going to have himself a 2-out single. Base hit for Bell. 2-out base runner. Rick Manning up now, 1 for 3. Going to have himself a double here. Are they going to send Bell? We got to throw for the lead runner here. No choice. We got to let it go through. Not cut off. Bell is out at home. Wow. And he's gunned down at the plate by... Who had that? I don't know who was playing there. Who did it get hit to? Pass Burleson to the outfield. Looks like it was Freddie Lynn, I believe. I think Freddie Lynn had himself a either that or Yastrzemski. I don't know. Might have been Yastrzemski. Yeah, probably Yastrzemski. Wow. So Kyle Yastrzemski or Freddie Lynn, one of them guns. Hold on, let me check here the play-by-play real fast. Anyway, it doesn't say in here. Guess what? Center, so it looks like Freddie Lynn threw him out. Wow. So guns him down, we head to extra innings here. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're headed to extra innings after that awesome play by Freddie Lynn. Gunning down Bell at the plate. Trying to come home with the winning run. Was cut down by Lynn, so we're headed to extra innings there after the Red Sox coughed up a 4-run lead in the top of the 8th. We head to the top of the 10th here, the top of the order, and Remy, Burleson, and Rice up against Kinney, who's still in there. We'll see if they stick with him. And they do. And Remy pops out to, oh, not pops out, grounds out to Thornton. That looked like a pop-up, but the animation showed more of a dribbler, so. But nevertheless, it's an out. Alrighty, let's see. Rick Burleson up now with 1 down. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI. Remy is now 2 for 4. Kenny looks in for the sign, winds up in the pitch. Ground ball to the pitcher. He's a 3 range, so 1 to 3 will be a hit. Anything else will be in ground out. And a ground out. Boom. Good chance of an error here. No, just misses an error. He had a 33 error rating. That was pretty high, but Kenny retires Burleson for the 2nd out. Now Jim Rice, he could put the Red Sox ahead with 1 swing of the bat here. So far, though, he's 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, the good column for Rice. This could be. No, instead it's a single, but keeps the inning alive for Kyle Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 4. So base runner at first with 2 down, and Kyle Yastrzemski up here in the top of the 10th. And range check on Bell, who's at 2 range. He's got a good range. So Strat-o-Matic range is extremely important here. It's one of the things I really like about Strat-o-Matic is the defensive end of the game. A lot of games are really good in the offense, but they're kind of weak as far as the defense. Like I like APA, but it's a little too general for me as far as the fielding goes. Basically they just assign like a single number to the rating, where it would be kind of nice to have the breakdown like this with the range and the error. Kind of makes the game a little more interesting, and the defensive ability is a little bit more prominent and important. So, all right, so Buddy Bell does make the play to retire the side. Throws over to first and get Yastrzemski, and that's it for the Red Sox in the top of the 10th. So after 9.5 innings, Cleveland has 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error, and the Red Sox have 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. So, let's see, Stanley can go quite a while. As you can see, he can throw up to 58 pitches without getting tired, so he's going to be in there for a little while. Unless he starts losing it. Alright, so Stanley will face Pruitt, and then the top of the order are Norris and Verizon. Pruitt is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Looks in for the sign. Is the windup and the pitch. Ground ball to Remy. Scoops it up and fires to Scott. Close play, but he's out. Rich Garcia calls him out at first. First base coach Rocky Colavito throws up his hands in disbelief. All right, Jim Norris will make his way to the plate now. He's coming in after pinch running. In the, I think it was in the 8th inning there. He's coming around the score. Or maybe he didn't come around the score, but he's pinch running anyway. He's 0 for 1 on the season with an RBI. And here's the windup of Stanley on the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Burleson's a 1 rating, so he should have no problem with this. So he handles it cleanly, throws over to first. And retires Norris for the second out of the inning. And Milwaukee beats New York 4-2. California edged out Minnesota 4-3. Toronto beats Chicago the White Sox 4-3. Stone takes the loss for Chicago. His record drops to 1-1. Lemanzik, the winner for Toronto. He's 1-0. California. Oh, hold on. Milwaukee squeezed by New York 4-2. California edged out Minnesota 4-3. I already said that stuff. Sorry. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong things. I'm hitting the up arrow. All right. Kansas City tops Baltimore 6-3. Steve Mangari's the winner. He's 1-0. Flanagan takes the loss. He's 0-2. Seattle nips Oakland 1-0. Detroit eases by Texas 1-0. And that's your out-of-town scoreboard. Alrighty, Tom Verizor will be coming up now. Playing shortstop. This will be his first at bat of the game. He'll be coming up against Stanley. He'll face Verizor. See if he can retire him for a 1-2-3 inning. Ooh, dangerous column there. So it's going to be a single. 1-5 would have been a triple, but it's not. It's a single. So the Indians have a 2-out base runner for Johnny Grubb. 0 for 3 on a day with a walk. Stanley looks in for the sign. Checks on the runner. Winds up in the pitch. And it's a single to right field. Rise is going to hold at second. They didn't want to test Evans' arm there. He's got a -5 arm. That's the best he can get. Andre Thornton up now, 0 for 4. He's definitely due. 2 down. Oh boy. And no, 1-6 would have been a double, but this is going to be a fly out. Stremski sprints in and makes a great catch to preserve the game. So after 10 full, the score is still knotted at 4. Fisk will lead it off for the Sox here in the top of the 11th. He's 1 for 4. Kinney's still in there. Must be getting close to the end of his rope here. Looks like a pop out to third. Bell's under it, and then he makes the catch. All right, Freddie Lynn made a great throw from center to nail Buddy Bell at the plate, who was trying to score the winning run, and that's why we're here. We're where we are right now. Possible home run here. That was a skinny home run, just a 1. Grubb has a chance, and he makes the catch at the wall. So Lynn gave it a ride, but it wasn't quite far enough. Scott up now, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Ground ball the second. Blanks cuts it off, spins, throws the first. So Blanks is playing second, Verizon is playing third, so the second baseman must have taken him out and switched the defense around a little bit. Alrighty, in Strat-o-Matic, I haven't mentioned it yet, or haven't mentioned it in a while. The lower range in the infield is the better number. Actually, it's better all around. The lower number in the infield and the outfield is the best to have here. As you can see, Hobson is below average there. Burleson is really good, and Remy and Scott have above average range. Red Sox outfield was phenomenal as far as range goes. They could cover a lot of ground out there. They had decent arms too, especially with Evans, but Lynn and Yastrzemski weren't bad either. Error rating not bad. I mean, except for Hobson. Hobson was probably the major liability in the infield. I mean, these are fairly high, but for shortstop, you're going to generally have a little bit of higher error rating just because of the number of chances you get. But anyway, Stanley a little bit below average fielding. I mean, a little bit above average, sorry. And Fisk, 1-2. So Red Sox have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So 5 out of the 9 infielders. So they were very good defensively overall. Like I said, Hobson they would occasionally replace late inning if in a close game, because he was not the surest of hands. Could get to the ball, but didn't always make the play. Alrighty, so the Indians will have Thornton, Blanks, and Bell here in the bottom of the 11th. Stanley still looks alright. Ground ball to Remy. Moves in front of it. Had a bad bounce, but he stayed with it. Over to first, and Horton is retired. Next up is Larvell Blanks. He's hitless on the day. Red Sox are guarding the lines against no doubles defense. And it's a single off the pitcher's card. So terrific play, Yastrzemski to hold him to a single. Buddy Bell up now. He's having a good day. He was 3 for 4 with a double, but was thrown out trying to score the winning run. See if he can help the Indians now. Looks like he pops it up. And 2 down now. Blanks trots back to first. Alrighty, so Rick Manning up now. Having another good day. He's the one that hit the double that Bell got thrown out on. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Ground ball to third. Hobson grabs it over to first in time. So that's it. So looks like they're going to leave Kenny in. I'd be surprised if they do. They'll probably take him out when Evans comes up to the plate here. So Evans is up now, 1 for 4 with an RBI. No, they're going to keep him in. He gets under it, pops it to Bell, and makes the catch. Hobson up now, 2 for 4. And they're going to make a pitching change. Kenny's going to come in. Jim Kern will come in relief. So with 1 down, Kern will come in to face Hobson. Kern is the Indians' closer. And he strikes out Hobson. On a controversial call. Hobson thought it was low, but Verizon comes in to talk to Kern for a minute. Remy comes up to the plate now. 2 for 4 with an RBI. Ground ball to short. Rises get a little better range than Blanks did. He's a 3 compared to Blanks being a 4. 1 for 4 will be a hit. Anything else will be, he'll make the play. And it's a single. Just gets past him. Oh, and he's going to boot it too. So it looks like Remy's going to end up in scoring position now with 2 down after the boot by Verizon. He threw the ball away. So Remy's at second now. Chance for Burleson to knock in Remy. So we're going to keep Burleson in there. We need his defense. So, and he's due. Come on, 11 and 12. It's going to pop it up. Blanks goes under it. Major League pop-up, but he makes the catch. Oh boy. So we head to the 12th. Knotted up at 4. Red Sox got some action in the bullpen there. Looks like we're going to get... I think we're going to get Bergmeyer up and throwing in the bullpen. And maybe Bergmeyer and Campbell. Double-barreled action in the Red Sox pen. Pruitt comes up, 1 for 4. And he flies out to Yastrzemski for the first out. One up and 1 down. Top of the 12th. Oh, sorry, the bottom of the 12th. Jim Norris up now. 0 for 1 with an RBI. And looks like he has himself a 1-out single. Gonna visit the mound. He's okay, no fatigue, so Stanley says he's alright. So you're going to let him pitch to Verizon. Hoping to get the ground ball double play. And it's going to be a fly ball to Evans. He's got great range. Good thing he does, because that would have been a hit on most cards if he was a 2. And he makes the play. Fine catch by Evans. So that 1 range is huge, is big in Strat-o-Matic. Can definitely make the difference in a game, especially up the middle. Definitely want to have your middle infielders and your corner infielder there. Can you tag up there? Wow, he took second on that. Wow, it's risky with Evans at a -5, but all right. So let's check some other scores. These are all finals. Milwaukee squeezed by New York, the Yankees, 4-2. Haas the winner. We now want to know. Holtzman takes the loss, 0-1. Angels beat the Twins, 4-3. Miller the winner, 1-0. Johnson takes the loss, 0-1. Toronto beats Chicago 4-3. Hutton hits his first home run for Toronto. Kansas City cuffed Baltimore 6-3. Seattle nips Oakland 1-0. Detroit edged Texas 1-0. Matlock takes the loss. His record drops to 1-1. Mark the Bird Fittrich is the winner. He's now 1-1. So here we go. 2 outs and a runner. The winning run in scoring position. Stanley has to bear down now. Oh, Lord. And he pops it out to short. Wow, there was a bunch of stuff that could have been bad. And Burleson makes the grab. So we head to the 13th. Yes, you heard it. The 13th here. Jim Rice up now. 1 for 3. And he strikes out. Kern gets him. Rice thought that was a walk for sure, but it wasn't. Kai Yastrzemski 0 for 5. And back-to-back Ks for Kern. Fisk up now, 1 for 5. Skinny single, no, looks like it's going to be a line out. And traps it and throws over to first to get him. Oh boy, let's see. I'll try Stanley a little bit more here. Let's see if we can visit the mound and see how he's doing. I'm going to leave him in. Oh, Lord. Alright, so come to the mound. Comes Zimmer. He's going to pull him. Let's see, what do we have left coming up here? We have a righty, righty, righty. So I think we're going to bring in a right-hander here. Ooh. Gonna bring in Bill Campbell. Alright, Soup Campbell's gonna come in now. He's got 3 innings pitched, no ERA. Hasn't allowed an earned run. 2 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He'll be facing Willie Horton, who's 0 for 4 with a walk. Winning run on first. Fly ball to Evans. Makes the catch. Woo, just missed an E2 there. And he makes the catch. Ooh, not good. Laurel Blank's up now. Oh, Lord. And it's a long, deep fly. Is it going to go? Forget it. It's gone. Laurel Blanks hits a 2-run homer, and the Indians walk off with a 6-4 victory here in the bottom of the 13th inning. Ah, man. What a heartbreaker that one was. Red Sox fall to 2-3. Which is actually what their record was, I believe. Let me check here. Yeah, their record was 2. They did win this game, however, 6-3, but their record was 2-3 after this game, and Cleveland's 2-2, which I think is their record now. So let's check the box score. Definitely should have had that one there. But we allowed 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Oh, Cleveland, that's Cleveland's first victory of the season. Wow. It makes it even worse for the Red Sox. So let's see. Let's check out the box score here. Cleveland only ended up, oh, they did have 13 hits. Buddy Bell was 3 for 5. That's about it, really. That's exciting. Laurel Blanks, of course, the big 2-run homer there to win it. He's 2 for 6. Ups his average to 353. Ray Remy was 3 for 5. Now hitting 435. Yastrzemski was 0 for 6. And wow. So 12, 16. So the heart of the lineup for Red Sox was 2 for 16. 3, 4, and 5 hitters. 2 for 16 with an RBI. Wow. Which Hobson 2 for 5. Mike Torres pitched well up until the 8th inning there. Stayed on a little too long. Drago gets a balloon save there. Bob Stanley takes the loss. Jim Kern gets the win. Wow, attendance was only 4,030. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen an attendance that low. All right, so the Cleveland Indians offense put up 4 runs on the scoreboard in the 8th inning and got by the Boston Red Sox in 13 innings at Municipal Stadium. The final score was 6-4. Whoop, sorry about that. My cat just stepped on the keyboard. See if we can reopen this. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Andre Thornton kicked off the action in the 13th when the base knock. After an out was recorded, Lavrel Blank stepped in and bombed a 2-run dinger, giving Cleveland the victory. As they probably weren't 4,000 fans there by that time. It's probably down to 1,000 or less, since it was bad weather. Cleveland out hit Boston 13-9. Jim Kern was the winner, allowing no runs in 1 2/3. Stanley suffered the loss in relief. He allowed 7 hits and no walks in 4 innings. And Stanley did go a little bit too far, but so let me check that one in the bottom of the 9th here. I just want to double check and see who made that throw at the plate there. I think it was Lynn, but I just want to double check. Looks like it's not going to let me go down that far. Here. Oops. Where'd it go? I lost it here. Oh, here we go. It's not letting me move this over. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it was Freddie Lynn. Okay. Oh, here we go. These windows are kind of hard to move sometimes. So bottom of the 9th. It's not gonna. Come on. Looks like it's cutting it off here at the bottom of the 9th. It's not letting me see it. Yep. Anyway, the Red Sox lose. I guess that's the important thing. Let's try this. No. Alrighty, so these are the box scores. You can see them inside the team notebook here. And we might as well show that while we're on this screen right here, we'll show the standings. These are the standings so far. Toronto's and Milwaukee are in first place at 3-2. Kansas City still undefeated at 4-0. So that's it. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. This has been Eric from High Ground Gaming. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.